good evening. Gigi here. Just giving you an update. Well, we're still packing. We're still shoveling out the garbage, I guess you could say. All the knickknacks, which I'm not really a knickknack person, but I have a lot of junk, I guess. We have a business like I've always said. I keep saying that. And you just start keeping like returns from customers, and you don't want to just throw it away. You paid a lot of money for it, so you want to sell it again, but you're not, it doesn't sell. It's just a mess. So anyway, so I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of extra things that nobody uses, we don't want. So I'm either going to have a garage sale, but I kind of got tired of that, and I started going to the dump. And we've gone to the dump 3 times this week. We went to a store called McKay's. It's like a secondhand bookstore, but yet they're starting to take a lot of stuff, and they give you money, so it's kind of fun. So we've taken tons of books. We took a lot of books, although we've already gotten rid of tons of books, but we've gotten rid of more. And now today we took a bunch of books. You can take stereo systems. You can take any Game Boys, PlayStations, whatever you have, whatever they are. My son's got them all. I don't know, but you can take those, and they give you pretty good money for them. And then we're going to take like Roku's over there. We're going to take just a bunch of electronics. They love to take those. So we're going to try to get rid of all that stuff. And then I've got 1.5 rooms to paint, and I was going to start painting my kitchen cabinets. But then I realized, I started watching these YouTubes, which I'm so grateful for. I love YouTube. I don't watch TV anymore. I just do YouTube. And I just learn. And so these realtors are talking about how if your cabinets are not all the way up to the ceiling, then it's really not worth to paint them because they're old, And when new people come in, they're going to want to change them anyways, right? So I get it. I've always had cabinets that went all the way to the ceiling. This is the first house I've ever lived in that didn't, but I didn't build this house, so that's probably why. And builder did, so he does what he does best, put in the cheapest stuff, right? A lot of times. Not always. And so, but I've loved my kitchen. I've loved this house. I really love my house. I really don't want to move, but we're in a really nice area. We have a quiet neighborhood. They are building just like everywhere. We go to my son's in Colorado, my daughter's in Nashville area, and it's just booming. I'm like, man, I want to go back home because it's quiet. And then I come back home and I realize, no, it's not quiet anymore. They're building everywhere, right? It's just everywhere. Well, anyhow, so I'm still getting rid of stuff. And like I said, we've been to the dump a few times. We had the trash man. The poor trash man's probably sick of me because now you have to have everything in one trash can. And of course, I've got it piled up and over and out. And he's so sweet. He still takes it all. And got that. We took a lot of books to McKay's, like I said. And I'm going to take a bunch of other stuff, computers. And after I clean my hard drives and stuff, we're probably going to take a bunch of computers. And record, we still have, records with you guys, younger group, you probably call them vinyls, but my day we called them records. And isn't it funny how the music, like I was listening to, I don't know, I listen to a lot of different things. My husband listens to Van Halen and, REO and all these different ones, and it's just amazing how you just don't see that distinction in music anymore. So I was listening to some other music, and it's like, what year did that come from? But yet, when disco music came out, when Van Halen came out, you know these things, you know when the, I'm thinking of the Beach Boys. All of them, it's very distinct, the era that they came from, right? We don't really have that anymore, and it's sad. I'm surprised at how clothes seem, if you look back in years. And I was just watching a video about this, and it was funny because my husband and I was, or actually it was my daughter and I were just talking about this, how the clothes anymore, I mean, people wear skinny leg, they wear wide leg, and they wear flare leg. And they wear high rise, low rise. I mean, my youngest daughter is 22 and she wears the mom pants. I think they're called mom jeans, and they're high rise. And when I did that in the 80s, my oldest daughter, who's in her 30s, she was making fun of me a couple of, I don't know, a Christmas or two ago. And she's like, look at mom with her fanny pack and those tall, those high-waisted jeans, you know, which now they call mom jeans, I guess. But that's what's being worn again. I mean, everything's just kind of a mix match. It's not like anybody's wearing any particular thing. It's just everything goes now, which I kind of like because I'm not going to go out of style, I guess, right? But anyhow, back to my ADD or ADHD, whatever you want to call it. It kind of kicks in and I go all over the place. But just a side note there, but we're getting rid of all that. I get back to the records. I was thinking about how we're getting rid of records, and it's just amazing how it's really good music. And the place that we take them to is called McKay's, and they still sell this. I'm like, wow, okay, they're giving us money for it, but the prices they're putting on it is more than what they're giving us. It is like, I can't believe they're able to sell it for that, you know. So anyways, let me give you a tour of the room that I just, if I can turn off my camera. So this is the bonus room, and I took pictures, and I don't know if I did a video, but otherwise I'll just show you those pictures in this of before and after. And this is the new paint. This is called, darn it, I never can remember this paint. Not Brilliant gray, but I don't remember. I never can remember the name of it, but I really like it. It's supposed to be one of the most popular colors at this time. Yeah. Agreeable gray is the color, and it's not really like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a true gray. Seems like it has like a little bit of darker tones to it. But this is the clean side. This is mine side of the office bonus room. And as you can tell, that's the old paint over there. I took down all the curtains. I think I'm going to leave them off. Let me know what you think. I don't think I had curtains up there. They were too short. I was going to get longer ones. But I think now I'm going to leave them off. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now that color was the color that came with the house when we bought it. It's been like that since 2014. So it was time for a change. And I'm just so excited. It looks a lot better. We put a new light in here. The one they had up in here was a fan that you had to plug in the fluorescent lights. It was really weird. So we could not find those lights to go in that light fan. So we had to take it down, which I was happy because it was only one fluorescent light in there. And so it made this room very dark. I have another one in another room I'll show you, but it's like, what the heck? Like, why would you do that? This one gives off so much more light. This room could use some can lights too, but it's a nice room. We have 3 attic spaces. That's 1. And then we have one over here. That's 2. And it's going to come in handy for hiding most of this stuff. I had emptied them out twice and got rid of all that stuff, and that's 3. And this one's a very large one. And I did have it as a playroom for my grandkids. We would get in there every Christmas. Thank goodness it was Christmas because it gets warm in there in the summer. But at Christmas and Thanksgiving, we would get in. This is my husband's side. This is what he has to do. And I'm leaving it up to him because every time I clean his stuff, he gets so mad at me. So I don't want that. I just wanted him to do his stuff. And yeah, I had a lot too, I'll have to admit. But this is his hobby slash business slash whatever. I don't know. And so, yeah. So we got all this. I got that organized for now. And if you look in here, this, I had cleaned it out, honestly. It was totally empty. And now I've had to put my side, this is all my inventory. And my grandkids' toys. I've got buckets of their toys. I'm going to have to get in here and fix it a little better. I had hurt my back, so I couldn't put it in there like I really wanted to. But, of course, we need lots of boxes for shipping. And, yeah. So this is all stuff that's for sale that I'm just putting on. I'm trying to put it on that shelf over there. And I will, but... And then, yeah, this is a side I haven't finished organizing. But it's a pretty big attic. And this was a very fun space at Christmas time. They all loved to get in here. It was like a little clubhouse. And there's a remnant of something that one of my grandchildren had made for me. And we had Gigi, I love you all over. And we had these, only the best people call me Gigi, just so you know. And yeah, we had all kinds of fun in here. We had a table, we could do Play-Doh, we could paint. I let them do whatever. Sand art. We did everything in here. My daughter is just like, oh, I'm glad you have the place for it, because I don't. She has a whole house. She has a beautiful house, but she does not like all that stuff done in her house. So they come to Gigi's to do all that. All right. And yeah, so we come out and... that is my bonus room. Now, I'm not sure if I showed you guys my room. I will give you a tour of that. It's kind of a mess now, but I've done the hallway. And I've done my whole... I got to change these. They call them boob lights. I just don't like that name. So, forget that. Got to get rid of those. And surprise, I've painted this room, took down the curtains, and now I've got to get rid of, this is stuff I've got to get rid of now. So we're weeding through it slowly. Everything's got to be moved out of one room and go in another so that I can paint. And it's just a mess right now. So, all right. And I'm not sure we want to look in the bathroom. This is a mess too. I've got it all clean. And that's the other light. That's the what kind of light it was that had the fluorescent light. This has one too. It's not very bright. So we are going to change that out, I believe. We have another one. And we need to change it out because it is so dull. But I'm so glad that it's a fan also because it's nice to have that fan. So yeah, this is another room. I'm just trying to get things out of the way while I'm painting. And it's all going to be moved out. Now let me check to see. My room is probably a mess right now. We're just getting up and I've got stuff I've got on eBay under my bed. And this is our room. So my bed used to be up against that wall. And I didn't realize, I measured. I didn't think it would fit over there. And I think I would really like it over there now. Didn't think it would fit because I have these end tables. We had our end tables and this big dresser, made. The drawer is still not in, but we had this made in Amish country in just past Berlin, Ohio. We used to live in Ohio, and we loved going up to Berlin to go get our groceries from the Amish country. And then we would go look at furniture because we had built a house there. And so, yeah, and then I have this, which is kind of full. Let me shut it so you can see. And there's the other end table. Yeah. So this is the armoire we had built in Amish country. Let me turn on the lights here. We had our alarms go off last night. Our fire alarms. So there's a chair here awkwardly in the way. And this stinking fire alarm went off up there and set them all off. We had a really bad rainstorm. But that's the armoire. yeah, so this room is all painted. So as you can see now, when I finish painting everything, I'm going to give you another update of how it all looks when it's all painted and cleaned. And I'll show you, I don't know if I can show you this, but this is our home. I got to do that light. Oh my. Well, this is a teenager's, well, not a teenager. She's now a young adult. Oh my gosh. And yeah, this is the bathroom we renovated. Unfortunately, this is what it looks like a lot of times. And yeah. Uh-oh, got a light going out. I love that. It's a fan light. And it just gives off so much light. I'm not even sure. Yeah, and then we had this all tiled. I just love the way he did this. It's a mess. But like I say, I'm going to give you an after picture. I'm trying to figure out a different way to do these curtains in here. I wanted some, I might just take them down, but I put these blue curtains down on the sides just to dress it up. And then I put a pole inside with the plastic one. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, this is the main bathroom that we had renovated. And it's a mess. So we'll get to that. Sorry to hurt your eyes with that. And yeah. So this room still needs to be done. I'm definitely not going to open that door. It would terrify anybody. Young adult's room who's never home, works all the time, and is in and out all the time. So, okay, guys. I think that's it. I think we have it all. I need to show you the yard, but I think that'll be for another video. So, you guys have a great day and great evening, actually, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. God bless. Okay guys, I do like to use this painter's tape when I'm painting. I've tried it with or without. I've done it both ways. It's just easier, and it seems like it goes a lot faster when you put this. I keep saying, oh, it takes so long. But the amazing thing is I got one roll of this, a big roll, and I have used it in now 3 or 4 of the rooms. I just keep transferring it. I put it on my door. I always do this little type of thing, and I stick it on my doors. And then as I go to the next room, I just pull one piece off and I just keep taping the room. So I'm going to start by taping all of this. And then I'm going to go and tape the top. And I'm going to try to get each side done. And then I'll check back with you. Okay. Bye. Okay. I have a lot of cobwebs up there and around this room. Haven't dusted in here in a while. So I made my own. I got a back scratcher. I put a washcloth with a hair tie. Something quick. I have something downstairs probably, but I'm just going to use this and get all those out of the way. See you in a minute.